Chayote harvest has been plentiful this year. Yes, it's chayote galore. I've cooked several times savory dishes already, even at the garden. But today, it is something sweet. It is chayote dessert. Chayote in syrup. Chayote in Almibar. Or Sayote in Arnibal. Can you join me at the kitchen? Nature has been very generous indeed. And I have lots of chayotes. That's why... Where should I put this? That's why I'm cooking a stir-fried chayote. It's guisado, chayote stew with cream. But that's not the story today. I'm cooking something of chayote. It's sweet. It's chayote dessert. Chayote again. And it's just chayote in sweet syrup. Or chayote in syrup. In my body we would call this kinalte na sayote. The recipe for the syrup is very simple. We need brown sugar. I'm adding raw sugar. Look, tagapulot in my barrio. Cinnamon. What else? Cloves. I don't have fresh cloves or entire cloves. That's why I'm using just around 1/4 teaspoon here. And 2 chayotes, which I already sliced. They should be thin, but I prefer to cut them like this. Yeah. Let's just add just a bit of water to start the sugar to boil. Or let me correct that, to keep the sugar from burning and to help it start dissolving. Oh. Let me also give attention to my other dish. I think this is better on the other burner. Wrong. This is real cooking. And this? Okay. There. We usually do this with kamote in my barrio, and we call it kinalte. In the Philippines, it's called Arnibal, the syrup, taho with Arnibal, for example. But in Spain and in Latin America, it's Almibar. It's Arabic in origin. This dish, or this dulce, this dessert we're cooking today, is simple. It's kinalte. We do this with kamote and some crops in the Philippines, but since chayote is neutral in taste, it absorbs the flavor of whatever you mix it with. That's why it's very versatile. We can substitute this, or we can substitute apple with this when we're cooking apple cakes or apple tart in some languages. That's why if we can cook kamote in syrup, why not chayote? This recipe, by the way, came from the Dominican Republic, where chayote, that's how it's called in the Latin Americas, from Mexico to down to Peru. Take note, I've talked to people from Chile, they don't have it there. So this crop grows only up to down to Chile, or not to Peru. In the Dominican Republic, it's called Tayota. Tayota. And in the Philippines, it's called Sayote. The name evolved in different parts of the world. Whatever you call it, it's delicious. And it's simple. That's what we're cooking today. Sweetened chayote. Or chayote in almibar. Or chayote in syrup. This is an upgrade to the calte that we know in the Philippines, where we just make syrup for anything there, mostly root crops. It's the flavor sometimes lies in the aroma. That's why here, if you notice, we added cinnamon, cloves, anise as an option. I don't have it, but I'll be adding later. I hope I still have it. Yes, I have. raisins. This will be heavenly. Syrup with raisins and cinnamon. This will drive you crazy.
Don't worry, this raw sugar will dissolve as it goes away.
We're cooking two dishes here. One is a savory chayote dish. It's just guisado or stewed chayote with cream. And as a hack, I'm sharing you a secret. Instead of cream, I'm using a thicker and creamier replacement. Cream cheese. And I forgot to add salt just a bit. Just to balance the sweetness. Not much.
And we add the raisins to give it a sweeter flavor and aroma. And before we cool it, we discard the cinnamon barks. They have done their job already. And voila! After around 20 minutes,
It's done. And we just have to cool it. And it will be served tomorrow. Perhaps even now, some prefer it hot. It has chilled overnight. And how do you find this presentation? Oh, the aroma. I smell sugarcane, cinnamon, and the raisins. It's surprisingly delicious. Make one today. Really, I'm serious. It's surprisingly delicious. The aroma is just heavenly. So, chayote is not just for ulam. It's not just for savory dishes. Also for sweet things like this. I also noticed that after 24 hours, the chayote has become chewy. Really. I forgot to say, I'd like to see you on our next video. We'll be cooking more, not just chayote, promise. Something else. But we have to take advantage of our generous harvest. That's why it's chayote almost for 3 weeks now.